Hello, magandang gabi po sa ating lahat, sa lahat ng mamamayan ng bansang Pilipinas at ng buong mundo. Ito po ang spokesperson ng MAHARLIKA Nation na kung saan nakatayo ang Universal Divine Government. December 23, 2019, babasahin ko po sa inyo ang content ng Letter of Instruction na hinihintay hindi lamang ng mga Pilipino kundi ng buong mundo. At makikita at malalaman ng buong mundo ang katotohanan sa likod ng mga tinatalakay na wealth of the nation. So bago ko po ito basahin, ay ako po si Dato Emmanuel Magsisibya, na atasan ng MAHARLIKA Nation na ipahayag kung ano po ang katotohanan sa batas ni Bathala. So attention po sa lahat, makinig po tayo ng mabuti. Ito ang inaabangan ng buong mundo. Universal Divine Government, the Golden City of the New Jerusalem, Bukas Grande Island, Nation of MAHARLIKA. Letter of Instruction 2019-001. At ito po ay intended sa lahat, to all concerned banks, prime ministers, president and remittances center establishment all over the world. At ang letter of instruction po na ito ay kasalukuyan pong isinisend sa 2,000 email na nakalap ng MAHARLIKA, bigyan po ng abiso sa deklarasyon po ng letter of instruction. At ito pong letter of instruction ay ipinapaabot sa lahat ng mga bangko, lahat ng prime ministers, heads of government bureau, offices, agency, and government-owned or controlled corporation, at lahat-lahat na po. I, Bai Amala, sole redeemer of the golden city of the New Jerusalem, Nation of MAHARLIKA, native Maharlikan, with principal address at the Bukas Grande Island, Nation of MAHARLIKA, and global funder/implementer of the Universal Humanitarian Program Worldwide, Anti-Poverty Program, in accordance with the International Economic and Social Cooperation, ECOSOC, Article 55, Chapter 9, to with a view to the creation and condition of stability and well-being, which are necessary for peaceful and friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principles of equal right and self-determination of peoples, the United Nations shall promote. Letter A, higher standard of living, full employment, and conditions of economic and social progress and development. B, solution of international economic, social health, and related problems, and international cultural and educational cooperation. And letter C, universal respect for and observance of human rights and fundamental freedom for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. Instructing all the banks of the world in the immediate lawful monetization and circulation of the international currency known Zion, a gold-based currency note of MAHARLIKA, is now declared as legal tender in payment of all the debts incurred by the Vatican, Spain, United States of America, and Republic of the Philippines since 1875 until the present, as a unilateral enforcement of the treaties under United Nations Declarations of the Indigenous Peoples, Article 37 of UNDREP, which provide, number 1, indigenous peoples have the right to the recognition, observance, and enforcement of treaties, agreement, and other constructive arrangement concluded with states or their successors, and to have states honor and respect such treaties, agreement, and other constructive arrangement. Number 2, nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as diminishing or eliminating the rights of indigenous peoples contained in treaties, agreements, and other constructive arrangement. As stipulated under the Deed of Assignment, dated May 10, 2000, executed by Global Alliance Investment Association, or GAIA, represented by E.J. Eaker, as guaranteed by Bonus 3392-181, which serves as the debt collateral as an asset reserve in all banks, which is payable in gold, and likewise recognized by United States Treasury and Federal Reserves Act of 1913. Further, the same has been finally notified on February 16, 1999, and now subject to full implementation without court order as provided under United States Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, of the debt. Whereas the above-mentioned currency is likewise backed up by the ancestral domain of different tribes within the Philippine archipelago. Further, an authority for engraving currency issued by the World Bank on of September 1976 at World Bank, Washington, D.C., United States of America. Whereas, demonetize all fiat currencies in the world to be immediately replaced by a gold-based currency to finance massive universal humanitarian economic development programs such livelihood, scholarship, healthcare, agriculture, annuity, industrial and infrastructure development regarding the constructions of roads, railways, mass housing, hospitals, public schools, malls, condominium units, and the implementation of effective environment planning, waste management, free water and water distillation, and the appropriate utilization of our natural resources, etc. Stop all destructive mining operations and excavation nationwide, and promote the clean energy, which is a high-potent, environmentally friendly fuel that could possibly replace conventional or fossil fuel and gas. Whereas, the Divine Universal Humanitarian Development Program Protocol based on the following. Number 1, the wealth is a reward of our trust, faith, and righteousness, our only gift to Almighty God, who is the owner of our lives and the master of everything in the world. Number 2, if you believe and have a great trust, this wealth will save our poverty. And number 3, and for the remnant of the indigenous generation, this wealth will be redeemed and ready to embrace / help the poor and save and spread it to the whole world. This program intends at the following. Number 1, housing. Number 2, food. Number 3, clothing. Number 4, hospitals. Number 5, school. Number 6, infrastructure. Number 7, agricultural land to be developed. Number 8, reforestation to save our Mother Earth. And number 9, protecting and restoring watershed and oceans. Whereas, execute full implementation of the customary law, the Republic Act 8371, or Indigenous Rights or Indigenous Peoples' Right Act of 1997 as international law of coordination. Now, therefore, there is a legal cases, the International Tribal Court or ITC of Atuyay and Siring, Socorro, Surigao del Norte, Nation of Maharlika, close and open parentheses, Philippines, shall have the sole jurisdiction to settle such disputes involving the circulation of the international currency under customary international law. All executive orders, letter of instructions, rules and regulations, or part thereof which have inconsistent with the provision of this instruction are hereby superseded and slashed or modified accordingly. Done in the golden city of the New Jerusalem, nation of Maharlika, the 16th day of December in the year of our Lord 2019. Signed, Bai Amala, golden city of the New Jerusalem, nation of Maharlika. At this point of time, people of the world, I will be reading the authority for engraving currency. And please listen. The United Nations Organization, the World Bank Group, Washington, D.C., United States of America. Authority for engraving currency. To all men, this present, global banking institution is to certify that herein below fiduciary account deposit of the people of the Philippines Island under the trusteeship of His Excellency President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos with reference number Philippines 2000-1 as written herein below. King Bernardo Carpio, close and open parentheses, White Mongolian account, and Maria Banahaw, close and open parentheses, Divine Sunflower accounts. Dr. Jose Rizal, slash and open parentheses, White Vatican account, and Maria Sinukuan, close and open parentheses, Divine Crystal accounts. Antonio Diaz Santiago, close and open parentheses, White Dragon account, and Maria Cristina, close and open parentheses, Kiram accounts. President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, close and open parentheses, White Eagle accounts, and Maria Makiling, close and open parentheses, Divine Esther egg accounts. Unanimously reconfirmed balances of infinite dollar and time deposited in the institution for a term of 23 years, 3 nights and 21 days, which shall be reached at exactly on January 1, 2000 at an interest rate of 4% per annum, and all including accounts worldwide are forever authorizing President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos of the Philippines and / or his designated authorized party, Spiritual Wonder Boy with numerical code number 345, to engrave with graving treasury permit number FM 777-2000-1 1. Any sovereign treasury bill or either United States of Philippine dollar or any foreign treasury design permit with his signature and or the signature of spiritual wonder boy with identified approved color of red, yellow, and white, and identified approved area size of 34.5 inches or inch, 4.0 inches of width, and 8.625 inches of length. As his treasury bill had been identified as monetary backup with precious commodity from the Philippine island and the rest of the world with numerical number standard code of 345. This institution has honorably finished the United Nations Organization and all its financial departments to inform/alert the central banking institution worldwide that nobody is allowed, even the Department of Treasury of the United States of America, to engrave, and the Federal Reserve to America engrave any treasury bill without the permission of President Ferdinand Marcos and / or his assigned party, spiritual boy, and the Federal Reserve Board of the United States of America. This institution is hereby certified and declared this instrument as valid and authentic, and is hereby certified, reconsidered, declared as clear from all sort of fraudulence, fictitious, and other negative terms and means may blame and prosecute against this instrument from this date and in the future. This institution is certified, this authority, on the 10th day of September 1976 at World Bank Headquarters, Washington, D.C., United States of America. Signed, Robert McNamara, World Bank Group. Signed, Chairman Arthur F. Burns, Federal Reserve Board. Signature of Depositor, President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, President of the Philippine Island, Spiritual Wonder Boy, Designated Party. Ito po ang kopya ng tinatawag natin na authority for engraving the currency from the United Nations Organizations, the World Bank Group, Washington, D.C., United States of America. So I will be reading to you now the letter addressed sa lahat po ng mga presidente at lahat po ng states leader. November 8, 2018, to all concerned nations and states, dear President, greetings. We are writing you this letter concerning for the currency in the nation of Maharlika. We have a concern that we need you to know the value of 200 pesos per Golden Zion. Executive Order number 002, Series of 2017, and Universal Humanitarian Law are here to attach. In the exercise of our rights, collective representation, and self-governance, as provided in the Republic Act 8371, known as EPRA Law of 1997, Section 13, and what is stated in the United Nations Declaration and the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, Article 37, which provides, number 1, indigenous people have the right to the recognition, observance, and enforcement of treaties, agreement, and other constructive arrangement concluded with states of their successors, and to have states honor and respect such treaties, agreement, and other constructive arrangement. In this, nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as diminishing or eliminating the rights of indigenous peoples contained in treaties, agreement, and other constructive arrangement. In this connection, we can be instrumental in assisting the nation by helping with the necessary needs, not only for building infrastructure and shelters, but to feed the people and fulfill medical needs. So we do not expect that anything will be done. In accordance with the International Covenant on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, or ICESCR, under Article 11, Paragraph 2, likewise provides the state to present covenant, recognizing the fundamental right of everyone to be free from hunger, shall take individually and through international relation the measures, including specific programs which are needed, taking into account the problem of both importing and food exporting countries to ensure an equitable distribution of world food supply in relations to need. Thank you for considering this letter. Please let us know if you need any that and please known or acknowledge and confirm upon receipt of this letter. God bless. Note, Philippines, formerly called MAHARLIKA, and now the golden city of the New Jerusalem within the nation of MAHARLIKA. Sincerely signed, Dato Bontito Leon Kilat, Attorney Vicente B. Gonzales, Jr. LLD, Pangulo sa Husay, International Chief Justice. Signed, Dato Amala, Customary Council Assistant Judge. Signed, Bai Amala, Golden City, Jerusalem, Nation of Maharlika. So kung ano po ang mukha ng G. Zion. So yan po ang... Okay, so another one, mayroon pa po akong babasahin. Opo. Mandatory requirements. The following items must be recognized in the creation of independent economic agency such as World Bank or World Central Bank, new global trade organization, and the adoption of one new global currency reserve. The one new global currency reserve must have a backup for stability purpose of the following: gold, platinum, diamond, and silver. The original gold standard will be back is the before printing of the one new global currency reserve. Number 2, who will become organization? Organization with the biggest of gold backup in the physical and document will be given the first priority to lead the new central bank of the world. All countries' central banks are prohibited on printing of currency without gold backup. The world will return to the old way of gold standard before printing of one new global currency reserve. So yan po mga kaibigan, people of the world. Tapos na po ang pagbabasa ng tinatawag po natin na letter of instruction. And of course, Maharlika Nation have an authority to engrave and a currency. So this is a letter from United Nations Organization, the World Bank Group, Washington, D.C., United States of America. So yan po. At for the information of everybody, if I am allowed to how much billion of peso? Okay, one country. Pwede ko na po bang i-announce? We contacting. Okay, so we contacting countries. So, I'm still waiting for the go signal if I will allow, no? Kung pwedeng i-allow ako na sabihin ang mga bansa na kung saan ay magre-receive po. G-Scion currency is equivalent of 200 pesos. So, kung mayroon pang mga tanong, naman po yan ng mga legal counsel natin. That's why I attention all the presidents of all the nations, Prime Minister, lahat ng bangko, simultaneous habang po ako ay nagla-live, nagsisend po ng almost 2,000. Ilan pong email?
2,000 plus.
Okay, 2,000 plus email para po ma-notified, including the different heads, Prime Minister, President, all over the world, because Maharlika Nation wanted to help, not to create chaos. At this point of time, allowed na po ako na manawagan sa lahat po ng mga tao, and that is instructed ng tao na nasa likod ko, MILF, MNLF, New People's Army, Abu Sayyaf, lahat-lahat po ng tao sa Pilipinas are now allowed to use the new currency, the G-Scion. So what will be the process? Simple lamang po. Tanggapin ang G-Scion, kasi kapag hindi po ninyo tanggapin, tayo din po ang kawawa. Kayo din po. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo na talagang luluha yung mga hindi po naniniwala. But you know what? Wala naman pong ibang hangad ang tao na nasa likod ko kundi ang tulungan. The only requirement, New People's Army, MNLF, o tao na nakikinig sa live ko, simple lamang. The only requirement, magpakatao. Magpakabait. Tanggalin yung idea na crab mentality. Ito po ay regalo sa inyo ng bathala. Ang mangyayari po dyan, lahat ng inyong peso, lahat ng inyong mga dollar, you can bring here in Maharlika Nation and papalitan po yan ng G-Scion automatic because the G-Scion was recognized by the United Nations organizations. So, of the World Bank Group. Because mayroon pong authority na binigay ang World Bank or United Nations Organization or the World Bank Group, Washington DC, United States of America, na makapag-engrave ng currency. Hindi po makapag-engrave ng currency ang sinuman kapag wala po siyang mga precious jewels like gold. Ang pera ng Maharlika Nation ay back up po ng gold and recognized by the United Nations Organization, the World Bank Group, Washington DC, United States of America. At, okay, signed by Robert McNamara, World Bank Group, Chairman Arthur F. Burns, Federal Reserve Board, of course, President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos, President of the and of course, spiritual wonder boy, designated party. So, calling, ito na po ang mangyayari para bigyan ko kayo ng idea. In your pocket, you can now exchange it of G-Zion. Am I right? Yes. If we will no longer use peso sapagkat ganito yan. May mga countries kasi na ang kanilang currency ay fiat currency. Masakit man sabihin, pero yan ang katotohanan. They don't have a gold backup. That is why they cannot print anymore a currency. Yan ang isa sa mga pinapanawagan ko sa lahat ng mga leader na kung pinapaniwalaan lamang ako, sinasabi ninyong to see is to believe. But at this point of time, OFW, may go signal na po ako, maghintay. Pag uwi ninyo dito sa Pilipinas, you will be exchanging your money into G-Scion. Matatanggap po ang pera ng G-Scion sa buong mundo because that is already a gold backup. Mas malaki kaysa peso, mas malaki kaysa dollar because ang pera ng Maharlika Nation is 200 pesos. That is why the Maharlika Nation wanted to help the economy of the Philippines. United States of, including poor, lalo na yung mga mahihirap na mga bansa. So, naintindihan ko kung bakit galit kayo sa akin, kung bakit gano'n na lamang po ang sabi ninyo na mangingilad ako, so wala na po akong itatago sa inyo. Ito na po matagal na hinihintay ng buong mundo. Kaya Anton, this is now the true wealth of the nation, including salvation, including lahat-lahat. That is why, na-remember ninyo yung time na nanawagan ako, na kung saan ay naghahanap ako ng mga non-government organizations, mga foundations na bibigyan ng Maharlika. Wala pong kumagat because sinasabi ninyo to see is to believe. You can verify that to United Nations organizations. Ito na po this is already, ano ito? May permit sa Treasury FM 777. So, ibig sabihin, totoo yung haka-haka that the OCT 01-4 are already not valid. So, hindi na po yan hinihintay. Yung OCTs, yung Treaty of Paris. Ay si Bathala. So, this is now the time. So, lahat ng mga bangko, pwede na kayong magpa-exchange ng inyong pera sa Maharlika Nation sapagkat yung ginagamit ay wala na pong backup yan. There will be one currency in the world and that is a G, Zion. Now ngayon, ang mangyayari po dyan is ang dollar, fiat currency. So, pipiliin ninyo. So, itong pera na ito, pag matanggap ninyo, ang requirements lang dito is yung magpakabait kayo. Ha? Yung magpakabait, yung magpakatao, walang mataas, walang mababa, pantay-pantay. Para man ito sa inyo. Hindi man ito para sa Maharlika Nation. Hindi ito para sa taong nagtago ng ilang taon upang nang sa ganun ay mabigyan ng pag-asa ang mga tao. That is the reason why I called the present of President Duterte. Walang naniwala sa akin. Remember, I am just simply a spokesperson. So, umpisa bukas. Mag-isip-isip na kayo. So, I will be announcing again when you are going to exchange your money into G Zion or Golden Zion. Ito yung sinasabi ko na lahat ng bansa sa buong mundo luluhod at luluhod. Pero hindi po naman sa parusahan, kundi magsisi dahil sa kanilang ginawang pang-aapi sa lahing pinili. Remember, at itong pera na ito, itong kayamanan na ito, ay regalo po ito kung naniniwala ka kay Bathala. Kaya sa mga OFW na darating, automatic, you can have your G Zion currency. If you have money, if you have dollar, if you have peso, all you have to do is go to Isla Bukas Grande, Maharlika Nation, and we have International Bank of Maharlika. Di ba ma'am? That's the reason why we have International Bank of Maharlika. Kasi pag pumunta sila dito, bringing their money, exchange to Golden Zion. Ito po ang hinihintay ng lahat. Sana wag nating abusuhin, wag nating gamitin sa kasamaan. Kaya Jose Maricison, yung leader ng New People's Army, ng NPA na nakabase po sa hindi ko alam kung saang bansa, panawagan na po sa inyong mga tao na isurrender ang inyong mga armas at magbalik sa katahimikan sapagkat hindi po ninyo mauubos yung ibibigay sa inyo. Wala na pong kahirapan. Lahat ng lupa na nakatiwangwang, ito na yung sinasabi ko na darating ang panahon na mapupuno yan ng pagkain. Hindi na po tayo magbabayad ng tubig. Hindi na tayo magbabayad ng kuryente. Wala ng mga Maharlikans na nakalapad-lapad ng lupa natin, pagmamayari lang ng mga mayayaman. Kaya kahit na anong gawin ninyo na panghuhusga sa Maharlika Nation, kasi ako lang ang humaharap sa inyo, mahal pa rin kayo ni Bathala. Yan ang katotohanan. Hindi po exempted. Kaya kailangan dapat lahat ng mga masasama sa lipunan magbago. Kasi hahanap-hanapin ninyo ang Maharlika Nation. 200 pesos, 1 G Zion. And that is true. Why? Because we have already given an authority for engraving currency. And you cannot produce currency without description. Yung length, yung width, the color. So, kailangan yan i-apply. So, tapos na ang inyong paghahanap. No? Anong value ng G Zion to peso dato? Saan kami? Mag-email please. Ayan. Punta kayo sa Isla Bocas Grande. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyong hanapin ninyo. Lahat ng mga bangko, palalahanan namin yan. Lahat ng bangko na may laman ng peso, papalitan yan ng G Zion. For example, bibigyan ko kayo ng idea. Pag may 100 million sa isang bangko na nakadeposit, papalitan ng G Zion yan. Siguro mas sobra pa nga siguro. Papalitan yan hanggang sa lahat ng currency sa buong mundo. Mauubos yan. At there will be one currency in the world. Hindi para mang-ape, kundi para matikman ang biyaya na bigay ni Bathala. Sapagkat ang pera na ito, tinago ito para hindi mapunta sa kasamaan. Ito ang panlaban sa mga puwersa ng mga taong mapansamantala na mas akala nila mas makapangyarihan pa sila kay Bathala. Kaya lang gumamit si Bathala ng mga tao na kung saan itago ng napakatagal na panahon. So ito na po ang hinahintay nating lahat. Kaya mayaman ang lahing Maharlika. Pero anong ginagawa ninyo? Hinahamak nyo pa? Hindi nyo pa. Sinasabi ko sa iyong itaya ko ang aking buhay dahil sa ito ang pag-asa ninyo. Wala ako ni singkong duling dito. Sultan of Iligan, Normiswari of Moro National Liberation Front. We call all of you, Jose Maria Sison of New People's Army, leader of MILF, MNLF, Abu Sayyaf Group, lahat-lahat. Isla Bocas Grande, Maharlika Nation, and redeem all your G Zion. So kung mayroon man kayong hinahawakan dyan na peso, all banks of the world, wala tayong magawa . This is already program. Kaya tingnan mo, nasainan po ito 1976. No? This institution is certified, this authority, on this 10th day of September 1976. Sino ang nag-issue nito? Hindi ito butbut. This came from the United Nations organizations. At pasalamat tayo kay E.J. Aker. You can verify that. So mag-circulate na yan sa social media. And we are so very happy. No, we already send letter to United States, to lahat ng mga states leader, lahat ng states leader, lahat ng mga prime minister, lahat ng mga bank executive, lahat ng mga remittances, no? Ilang araw po itong ginagathered ang lahat. OFW, if you want, halimbawa, mag-uwi kayo, go to Maharlika Nation. Yan ang isa sa mga pangako ng inyong lingkod, munting tinig ng ordinaryong Maharlika. Yan ang hiningi ko sa taong nasa likod ko. Kayong mga OFW na kung saan iniyakan ko, kayo yung mga unang nagmahal sa akin, kayo yung unang mga naniniwala sa akin. That is why I'm really willing to sacrifice my life. And thank you so much sa kay Bathala sapagkat sa bilyong-bilyong tao Ako ang pinili na magsasalita nito na ako po ay isang ordinaryong tao. Wala akong propidad. Wala akong kalaban-laban sa mga panlalait ng iba. Wala akong iniisip kung bakit tinanggap ko ang responsibilidad kundi para po sa inyong lahat. At hindi ninyo alam kung ano ang hirap na dinanas ng taong nasa likod ko upang alagaan ang mga dokumento na ito. Upang sundin ang batas ni Bathala. So sana naintindihan ninyo. So this will be now the start that this nation will be prosper. Ito ang simula na titingalain ng buong mundo ang isang lahi na inapi. So thus, this money, this wealth is intended to nations na kung saan ay masasabi po nating napakahirap. No? Napakahirap. South Africa, no? Ang iba dyan ng mga bansa, wala na eh. Sira na yung kanilang mga ekonomi. O ngayon, magsisimula pong tatayo ang Maharlika Nation. So lahat, mga bangko, notified, all pesos will be changed into G Zion. Sapagkat wala pong pinakamalaking halaga ng pera sa buong mundo kundi ang G Zion lamang. And that is what we call. Pag walang pera, paano pag walang pera? Eh, bibigyan kayo. Ganon man yan, di ba? Lahat ng mga lupa ninyo, i-ready nyo na yan. Yung may mga nakatiwangwang na mga lupa, i-ready nyo na yan. Bibilhan kayo ng lahat. Ang sinasabi ko nga, darating pa kasi, ganito man yan eh. Wala ng taong magugutom sa mundo. Wala ng mga Pilipino o maharlika na apihin ng ibang lahi sa iba't ibang bansa. Yan ang sinasabi ko sa inyo na hold on. Kasi ako, tinaya ko ang kahihiyan ko, tinaya ko ang profession ko, tinaya ko ang pamilya ko, ang buhay ko, nang sa ganun sundin ko kung ano ang gusto ni Bathala at ng taong nasa likod ko. Kaya tinanggap ko ito dahil sa hindi ako takot mamatay. Tinanggap ko itong responsibilidad na ito dahil sa bakit? Tama na. Sobra na. So magpasalamat tayo kay Robert McNamara, of course, kay Chairman Arthur Burns, kay President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos. That is why, maybe soon I'm calling the attention of all, no? Marcoses. Tutupad lahat ng mga pangarap ninyo para sa bayan. Mananatiling bukas palad, kaya nga bukas grande, ang Maharlika Nation to help. Poor among the poorest. Yung lupa ninyo ng mga ektara-ektarya dyan, sige, taniman natin ng mga palayan. Bigyan kayo ng lahat na inyo na kapital. OFW na uuwi. Hala. Diba? Hala. Yan man ang term ng aking idolo, ng aking mahal na ina. Hala. So this is, tandaan nyo ang araw na ito. G Zion is equivalent, 1 G Zion is equivalent to 1 or 200 pesos. And this is recognized by the United, or what we call this? Recognize ito ng ng Treasury, Federal Reserve Board of the United States of America. No? So thank you. May mga documents kasi ito eh. May mga provisions. That is why sa lahat ng mga bangko na mayroon kayo dyan sa buong mundo, sa buong Pilipinas, notify. Pag na-receive ninyo ang email, notify if you are going to what we call this, accept or not, na ito na yung panahon na mamili kayo. Kay tandaan ninyo, may isang bansa lang natatanggap ng G Zion. Remember, dito kami. Remember, back up po ito ng gold. And you can verify it sa United Nations Organization and the World Bank Group.